I wonder if this is where Sugar Plum lives.
The Sugar Plum Fairy?
I know, but it just doesn't look festive and decorated. And I'm thinking maybe she moved. You see, you get a load of the furniture out front.
And the moving truck.
And the moving truck.
She must have moved.
Do you think Sugar Plum's gone?
She must have moved.
That makes me sad. Yeah. Maybe this is where Sugar Plum lives. There's a wreath on the door. Sugar Plum? Well, I don't want to interrupt Sugar Plum. She may be getting ready for the Sugar Plum Fairy Festival. But Sugar Plum drives a sleigh. She doesn't drive that. What's that, a Yukon? Sugar Plum drives a sleigh. Well, there's some decorations over here to the left. I wonder if this is where Sugar Plum lives. Well, I don't know. Something leads me to believe that this is not Sugar Plum because, here, I'll show you what. See this? They probably celebrate Hanukkah because it's a blue light. And they drive a Cadillac. That's probably Jews. Don't you think? Sugar Plum's not Jewish.
Sugar Plum is not Jewish.
Yeah, she doesn't have the money to drive a
No.
nice car.
And she liked to decorate her house.
Well,
Oh, Sugar Plum.
Sugar Plum wouldn't live here. Look at those tacky trees there. What's that supposed to be? It's like low rent Christmas decoration. Do you think Sugar Plum lives here with the taxi? Buckhead? Do you think Sugar Plum moved to Buckhead?
We can call the number.
Ooh, get close to that. Get that number. Let's see.
Sugar Plum Express? No. Safety cab.
Oh, no Sugar Plum.
No Sugar Plum. The house looks empty.
Let's go down the street here. This looks like a workshop setting, don't you think, with all the trees and bows and lights? This may be Sugar Plum's workshop. Let's see if Sugar Plum lives here. It looks like her place. I don't know if she still lives here. Sugar Plum.
Can I help you?
Is Miss Sugar Plum Fairy here?
Sugar Plum Fairy? There's no Sugar Plum Fairy here. Bob Humbug!
What a rude neighbor. I can't believe the neighbor doesn't even know where Sugar Plum Fairy is.
Get the hell out of here!
Homophobe. I can't handle this walk anymore. We've been walking through this neighborhood for about 3 hours. It's freezing. There's some lights over here. It looked pretty. Really pretty. Do you think Sugar Plum is here?
Maybe.
It's the most festive house on the street.
Most festive.
It may be Sugar Plum. Come on, let's go see if it's Sugar Plum. I smell dead people.
I smell plums.
God, I hope we run into Sugar Plum. This has to be Sugar Plum's house. Lights. Bows. She likes red. She wears purple. This has to be Sugar Plum. I think we just need to check quietly because she may be in her workshop getting all the gifts ready. She's generous, Sugar Plum. So I think we should just go in quietly. Let's see. Let's just go to the door. Oh my gosh. Look at the decoration on the door. I think this has to be Sugar Plum's place. Look. It's like a little mini Sugar Plum. See? It's got to be Sugar Plum. I think we should go in real quietly. Okay. Shh, I think it's Sugar Plum Fairy. Sugar Plum. Look at the lights. See the pretty lights? Let me turn the light on to see if Sugar Plum's here.
Look at all the sugar plums at my house. Isn't it lovely? Thank you, thank you. And we're going, come on in. We're just about to learn about Boxing Day and how it applies to you at the Phantom Regiment for Secret Sugar Plum Fairy Day. It'll be lovely. Come on in. Welcome to my humble abode where I love Christmas and Boxing Day. It's my favourite time of year, really. It's when everybody gets together for the holidays. I have a lovely Christmas tree downstairs, and you can see that I've really prepared for you. Do you see? Come, come, it's time to sit by the fire and learn about Boxing Day. First, I have some garland for you. Come, sit on the floor while we discuss the importance of Boxing Day and Christmas for you. I love my Christmas tree and my fireplace and my stockings. It's really a lovely time of year, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great, isn't it? It's brilliant. These lights all down the floor streaming. Everybody needs to make sure they get some garland for Christmas. Now, to illustrate the story of what Boxing Day means to you at the Phantom Regiment, I've invited a couple of my closest friends. You just wait right there. Just 1 second, they're a little shy. Oh, there they are! This is Frosty. Have you ever heard of Frosty? If you haven't, that's another day. And this is Rudolph the no-nose reindeer. He has no nose. It's really sad, isn't it? Do you guys want to discuss Boxing Day or Christmas first? I think we should talk about Christmas first. No, Boxing Day. Shush, you two. I can't take your fighting. I think what we'll discuss is the first tradition in England was called Boxing Day, and that's when all of the people, the day after Christmas, which is very similar to our Christmas here in America, they got together and they gave all their servants boxes of things that they didn't want anymore. For instance, can you go get the illustration example for me? Brilliant! They would give things to their servants like panties. Dirty, rotten, stinky fish-like panties, and that's just disgusting, isn't it? Anywho, the tradition has revolved around that everybody celebrates Christmas, woo! And then the day after they celebrate Boxing Day. And they give each other boxes of things, isn't that right, fellows? Oh, yeah, Boxing Day, woo! Anyhow, how it relates to you is that the Sugar Plum Fairy one day, instead of Boxing Day, decided that the children deserved more than poor things of boxes. Who wants fucking boxes? Nobody does, really. It's not the good thing about Boxing Day. So Sugar Plum Fairy, as you can see, was invented to create a lovely day. So what you've done, as you know, is you've drawn names. You've all drawn secret names, and don't tell anybody. It will be a day with sugar plums will be everywhere. It will be brilliant and splendid. So what you'll do is you go out and you'll get a meaningful gift this Christmas, and you'll give it to your Sugar Plum Fairy secret plum. It will be lovely. You could give a secret plum if you wanted, but if that's not good enough, I suggest maybe some danglies for their hair while they rehearse, as long as it's personal to you. And if you'll scroll behind you, you can see that my secret plum may receive a Christmas cactus. Isn't it lovely? It blooms once a year, this time of year. So, Rudolph the No-Nose Reindeer, what do you think about Boxing Day? I think Boxing Day is ass. Well, that's not very nice, is it? We've turned it around with secret plum. You don't get to say that about Boxing Day. I think I like Sugar Plum Fairy Secret Plum Day better. Well, I think it's splendid too. But The point of Secret Pum Day is to make sure you get the name that you've drawn something meaningful that resembles you. Perhaps it's some twinkles. Or maybe some garland to decorate their own home here in America. Or maybe it's something as secret and sexy as panties. Aren't they lovely? I don't think I'd want these because, well, they came from the dollar store, dear. That's not quite enough. The point is, Frosty the Snowman, it's time to get the Sugar Plum Fairy gift that's meaningful. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, it can be from $10 to $15. No more. Not 16, not 17. Not 1 or 2 or 3, and 5 is right out of the question. But $10 to $15. So that's what my suggestion is to you. Put it in your schedule to make sure that you go get something meaningful. Something that they'll remember for the rest of their lives. It will be splendid. It will be better than Boxing Day. Better than Christmas. It will be Sugar Plum Fairy Day. So thank you for joining me this evening. It's been splendid, really. I'm glad you could find time in your busy schedules to get here today. Now go out there and take the names that you've drawn and get them something brilliant. It will be just fabulous. You'll never forget it, really. And remember, the most important thing about Boxing Day, Christmas, and Sugar Plum Fairy Day is that every time a bell rings, a sugar plum gets her wings. Good night, all. Be good little boys and girls so that Santa Plum, will bring you something nice to lay down underneath your tree. Ta-ta for now.